Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I thought that I would just go live for a little while because, well, nothing else happening. I was going to go Blu-ray hunt today, go and do I was going to actually go to two CEXs, HMV, another Forbidden Planet, but considering the fact that it's rather snowy out there, that's not happened. See, I'll put playing on the board for adjustment search. So I'm here, and I'm actually doing a bit of work at the moment. Hi, Stephen. How you doing? Don't you ever sleep? I know you don't sleep much. So what were your thoughts on Wednesday? How did you, because you asked me about Wednesday. Yeah, I've stopped at episode 2, but my intent is to go back to it. I've just been so busy that I just ain't been able to watch it. Sorry, I'm not looking at the screen because I'm actually working, as in working for work. Because they phoned me up this morning and said, oh, this needs to, even though I'm off on annual leave, you know, this needs to be done. Can I assist and help getting it done? Which, you know, it's a problem, but it's not a problem. It's nice to feel needed. You know, even though I'm off, it does annoy me, but if they can't get their act together, then, you know, the monkey. Hi, monkey. How you doing? I saw you on Gareth's channel the other day. Fantastic. What film were you just talking about? Oh, I was talking about Wednesday, the TV series. Yeah, I'm only 2 episodes in, and I need to get back to it. Just been very busy with a lot of stuff. Yeah, you know how it is. Life, even though I'm off work. Yeah. So Gareth says, Airwolf or Knight Rider? I've actually got both on Blu-ray. I'd go Knight Rider. Over Airwolf. David Hasselhoff, isn't it? He's fantastic. He is. He's really good. David Hasselhoff's good. But they're both great shows from that era, aren't they? Like I said, I do have both on Blu-ray. Interestingly, we've got the complete Airwolf Blu-ray over here, but it doesn't include that last season. The last season where things, it was changed up, wasn't it? It was kind of like recast and all that sort of thing. The complete Blu-ray set doesn't include that. Yeah. Stephen, doing good. I did watch the entire season of Wednesday, but I wasn't a fan of it. I wouldn't watch it again. I would skip season 2 if they make one. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I've enjoyed the first 2 episodes. I won't say I didn't. But I just haven't had the time. At the moment, I don't know. Last week we spent that day up London. Spent a day at the hospital with my dad, taking him in because he had to have some tests for cataracts and all this sort of stuff. I was there for ages. It's just been really busy. It's just seemed really busy. And now at the moment, I'm dog sitting, and this dog, well, that's asleep at the moment. It's like a puppy. It just wants constant attention all the time, which is great. I love that, but it's difficult. What's the date next? I'm just trying to order some stuff for work because they rung me up and said we've forgotten some stuff. So if I go for the 20th, if I go for Tuesday the 20th, delivery into Eastleigh, file save. Sorry, I'm not doing much work, just a little bit. Save as Port Creek. Yeah, Breeders. I will get to the messages. And that's a bit naughty, me working and doing this, but I'm on annual leave. So they get me how they get me. Pete, hi Jay, how are you? What's your favourite Xmas film? I can't tell you. I can't tell you because I'm doing a Christmas top 10. My top 10 favourite films. I don't want to give that information away. Keep it close to my chest. I'll give you a list of favourite Christmas films. Films that are go to every year: Elf, National Lampoon's Vacation, Home Alone, Die Hard. Is it or isn't it a Christmas film? That argument's there, but Christmas always gives me a reason to watch it, a yearly watch. Otherwise, I might not watch it yearly. There's some of the top. Spirited this year, I thought was very good. I really like that. But where they fall in a ranking, you have to wait and see. You have to wait until my last episode of my 12 Days of Christmas that are planned. Yeah. So yeah. Cheers, Rich. Am I a Baywatch fan? No. I mean, I used to watch it back in the day, but not something I would consider revisiting. I mean, I used to enjoy it when it was on TV. Not something I feel need to have on physical media or watch. Yeah. That's cool. That's cool, Matt. Do you hope they release it on physical media, or do you think it will just go digital? What are we talking about? Is that Wednesday we're talking about? What's it on? Netflix? I think it'll stay. I don't think they will. Are they putting anything to physical media? Because, what was it? Lost in Space. Lost in Space, they released season 1 on DVD Blu-ray, and then I had to bootleg the final 2 seasons, which is oh yeah, Wednesday. Yeah, I got that. Cheers, the monkey. Yeah, so I don't know, but that's the problem. Is it annoys me when they release something and then not all of it. It just really winds me up. Because I really enjoyed Lost in Space, and that's the other thing is the Netflix model. The Netflix their model is to get new subscribers. So once a show has stopped bringing in new subscribers for them, I mean, I know there's a couple of exceptions to this rule, then they will look at cancelling it because it's not worth their money anymore. They'll rather put the money into something new to entice new people to come and subscribe. Again, not a great way of making a TV show, is it? Do you know what I mean? Have you seen Minder on the Orient Express? No. What's that? Is there an episode of Minder set on the Orient Express? I don't recall it. I haven't visited. I know I bought Minder because it's a great show, and I've got real fond memories of it back in the day. And I picked it up the other day on Blu-ray, DVD, sorry, which I was very happy about. And I'm going to enjoy the rewatches. Yeah, George Cole, Dennis Waterman, fantastic. But no, I didn't know they'd done a thingy one. Die Hard and Jack Frost are my 2 faves. So is Die Hard a Christmas film, people? Yes or no? What do you say? Let me know in the comments here. Shameless plug, Christmas Vacation watch party next Monday. Yes, over on Video Tasties channel, Gareth, I'm joining him for a Christmas Vacation watch party. So be sure to check that out because I'll be on it and we'll be watching and talking that film. I was told that with a name Gomez, that he was never supposed to be cast as a white actor. Interesting. What's your opinion? To be told the casting, the 2 film actor was the wrong casting by name. I suppose now you now you say the name Gomez. I've never really thought about it before. Yeah, I've not. I mean, I don't really think. I don't know if I think anything about it, but I can see now. I can see it with that name. Yeah, interesting though. Interesting. It was a Minder special episode. Okay, I'll look forward to getting to that one. Jack Frost, the Michael Keaton one, not the horror film. Okay, yeah, Jack Frost. I've got that on DVD. I've got Jack Frost on DVD. I bought it early this year. Very cheap to include as part of my 12 Days of Christmas this year watch. But I'm not sure that it will make it in. I was shocked. I never thought it was bad. It ain't bad. I don't think the casting is bad. They cast as Gomez, but the name, yeah, I see that now. But I don't know. Do you remember Baywatch Nights, the Baywatch series, Hasselhoff fought monsters, aliens, and stuff? Yeah, I remember Baywatch Nights. That was odd. That was odd, wasn't it? That was a strange one. That was a strange one for sure. Have I tried eggnog? No. Nope. When I asked that in one of my last streams, I think I was. Yeah, no, I've never tried eggnog. I've looked at the recipe, even for non-alcoholic, because for those of you who don't know, I don't actually drink alcohol. It's against my religion. Not really, it's not against my religion. I just stopped when I was 21. Hold on a minute, can I spin this around? Let me show you out my window. I don't know if you can see this. I've got to go carefully now. See him there? Little green parakeet. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, so I get, against the backdrop of the snow, it's nice to see green parakeets. I've got to get some peanuts out there for him. He's looking at me now. Yeah, green parakeets come and feed. I feed them down in the garden and up here at this window. Nice. Yeah, sorry. So yeah, I don't drink alcohol. I stopped when I was sorry, where am I? I stopped drinking when I was probably about 21, to be honest. Not for any reason. I just didn't really like it. Didn't really like alcohol. And I've not drunk since. Anything, even at my wedding. Either of them. Morning, AJ, mate. How are you doing? AK? How you doing, AK? It's snowy here, very cold. Yes. You can see out the window there. It's very snowy. That's why I was gonna go to Bromley and that, and to my comic shop, because I've been to my comic shop for about 3 weeks now, but I'm not going out because the hill is just like an ice rink. I was out at 4:50 a.m. this morning walking the dog, and I walked my missus to the bus stop to get her bus. And yeah, it was just like an ice rink getting a car down the hill. I'm not going to attempt it. I do think Wednesday had bad casting for Gomez and Morticia. Okay, fair enough. Noah, how you Noah? How you keeping, mate? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'll have to watch it and then see how it plays out all the way through. I picked up Jack Frost last year in CEX. I need to watch it. Never seen it. It was on TV on Christmas last year. Okay. We need a 4K of Michael Keaton's Jack Frost next. Don't you agree, AJ? I don't know. There are certain films I look at and I do think that doesn't need a 4K release. Wayne's World is one of the latest ones. I think I said it when I was doing a look around one of the shops and said that, I don't see the need in a 4K of Wayne's World. And then there are other films that are ruined by a 4K release. I know quite a controversial opinion this, but I wasn't happy with the 4K of RoboCop. Because it was too nice. It was too nice looking. And RoboCop is a very sort of grunge film, a very rough film, shall we say. Very almost guerrilla filmmaking kind of a feel to it. And for me, it plays off better when it's got more grain to it than what the 4K had. So I was very disappointed with the 4K. AK don't drink or smoke. Yeah, I don't smoke either. I never have. The Back Window, like the infamous Beatles song. Yeah. Although I don't know the song. So it's not so infamous with me. My dad was a heavy smoker and drinker. So was Ernest, AK, rest in peace. Do you guys have Black Widow spiders out there? No. I mean, you may get the odd occasion where one has been found or something like that, but we do have False Widow. Very common, very common spider. False widows, they appear everywhere, and they can give you a bite, but there's no. You can have side effects from the bite, but it's not as. It's not like being bitten by a black widow. Although I have known someone who got bit at work putting a pair of boots on. There was one in his boots, and they're very common. There, a few years ago, I probably found 3 or 4 around the house here. This year, I did have one in the window, in the corner of the window that was there, but my missus caught it and threw it out, and I was very much like, just leave it. It's not doing anything. It's just sort of in from the cold. Just, create a little web in the window. So just leave it there. What's it doing? Harming you? It ain't going to come over here and crawl over here and bite you. It's going to stay where it is. Yeah. When you start in your new room, AJ, well, I sort of started it yesterday. In that I went in there and started having a look through some old stuff that I'd stored in there after my daughter stopped coming. That sounds bad that she stopped coming. She grew up. She's 17, so she has college. She has a weekend job, and like all kids, do you know what I mean? Because me and my ex-wife obviously we're separated. So my ex-wife and the kids' main house is there, but they used to come to me every weekend. I used to have them every weekend when they were younger. But as they've got older, I've I was happy to see them spread their wings and get into work at about 16 while at college and earn themselves a little bit of money. And, I'm happy to see that stuff. So I don't see them as often. And now they just sort of visit, they come over for dinner type of thing. So the bedroom itself. And yesterday I sort of went in, I started clearing out under the bed of stuff that I'd sort of hid in there out of the way. And at the moment, I've shifted everything over to. I ain't got a lot of room. Unfortunately, I can't clear the room out completely empty. So I've got to do it in stages and work around stuff. It's quite difficult. It's like one of them little games where you have the puzzles where you got a little square and you got to move everything about to create the picture. It's got to be a bit like that using 3 rooms. So what I've done is I've shifted stuff. I've dismantled the bed. I've shifted everything along to one side, over one side, so I can paint the 3 walls. I'm only painting 3 walls because the 4th wall is already grey, and it's going to be covered over anyway completely with bookcases. So you won't. And once I've got stuff up on the walls and that, you're not going to see anything. I'm very much cutting. I do like cutting corners, so I will do the other 3 walls hopefully tomorrow. While moving this stuff about, and then I'm going to build the 8 new cases that I've bought. However long that will take me, a couple of days maybe. If I get bored, I'll probably do it all in one day if I put my mind to it. But I'll probably do it over 2 days. I'll build them, At which point I can then start feeding stuff in from my existing room, and then feed stuff out from that room into my room as that empties. So it's a bit like that. It's a bit, all over the place. There was a video yesterday, AK, of me going through, I think you saw it, going through stuff. How's the room coming along? I just spoke about it. Cheers, Gary. I think that I answered most of that in that ramble just then. They released Home Alone 1 on 4K. How about Home Alone 2? Yeah, but they tend to do it like that, don't they? What you'll probably find is they'll do a 4K Home Alone 1 and 2 box set, so you have to rebuy Home Alone 1 again for those who have bought it on 4K. I've not seen Home Alone on 4K. I would consider getting it if it comes down in price, because it's a yearly watch. Old Man Collector, good morning. How about a 4K of Hobo with a Shotgun? That would probably be unnecessary. I haven't seen that film for a long time. Good old Rutger Hauer. Rest in peace, Rutger Hauer. Hobo with a Shotgun. Yeah, I have got it on Blu-ray upstairs. I saw your son's in the military. You must be very proud of him. He's just like you, shaking the world and making it a better place. Now, do you think your daughter will follow in either of your footsteps? Okay, no, my son, he was only a Marine cadet. It's not. You have over here, you have sea cadets, and you must. Where are you from? I don't know where you're from, Monkey. You have sea cadets, you have army cadets, so it's more like it's not in the military. It's like a stepping stone. It could help you getting in, I suppose. But yeah, he was a Marine cadet, and they go. They would go to this. They'd go there several times a week. They would learn stuff, do parades. They take part big in the memorial days, and all this sort of thing. I'm proud when he was doing that. My younger son done it as well, but just as a sea cadet. But no, they're both now. My eldest son actually works for the NHS. He was going to be a radiographer, but he realised there was more money in doing other aspects of working in the NHS, and he sort of took that route instead. My other son, my younger son, is he's doing all manner of, he's learnt bricklaying. He's got a hand in small understanding of being an electrician, plumbing, painting, decorating, all that sort of stuff. My daughter's still at college, or she's just started college now, but she's studying law, criminology, and I think sociology. But yeah, they're doing really well. Sorry to hear about Ernest the Monkey, mate. Who's Ernest the Monkey? Who is Ernest? I'm lost. You had some great things in that new room. Brilliant video. There was a lot of old magazines. Some I didn't actually show. For certain reasons. I actually had, and one magazine I didn't show there was an issue of Playboy. I didn't buy them sort of magazines. I bought this one because Charisma Carpenter done a photo shoot. Charisma Carpenter from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. She played, someone help me. She played the girl, the one that was, the dark-haired girl then went into Angel. The one who was like the school, not the school bully, but the really popular girl in the school, but then became part of their gang. I forget the character's name now, but she'd done a Playboy shoot. She did. So I picked it up for that reason. But yeah, I couldn't show that. We got black bear spiders everywhere out here. Huge ones. I kill them on sight. Fair enough. They're dangerous, aren't they? That's understandable. Let's have a look here out my window again. There you go. I've got two of them. Oh, I've got peanuts in the car. I need to put them out. Oh, they've flown away. I've got peanuts in the car. I need to get them up here and start putting them out for them. They're eating the apples at the moment. Agree with you. AJ regarding Robocop 4K. I saw a clip in Curry's on 8-inch TV. Yeah, it just doesn't sit right. 4K don't sit right for me. I need that grain. I need that sort of, do you know what I mean? You know what I mean. As far as Black Widow, it still hurts. What did you think of the Hawkeye show? When I watched it December 1st, it still holds up. I'd say Hawkeye is actually my favourite MCU show, to be honest. I liked, you know, Hawkeye was sort of, I know he's the sort of joke character a lot, not played as a joke, but the fact that he ain't got no powers and this sort of thing. But I like the fact that the show showed the effects that the events of everything that had gone before has had on him, the sort of mental effects and the physical effects with the deafness and all this sort of thing. So it was nice to get that kind of a look into a character who hasn't got no powers but holds his own against the Avengers. I really like the show. I think I'd cite Hawkeye as my favourite MCU show, to be honest. Take your time; it will look very nice. Okay, my plan is to have it done by close of play at the weekend. Have everything. That includes getting up all the wall art. I want to get canvases on that drop ceiling, so they will be at an angle, you know, on the drop ceiling going along. It's unfortunate it's a drop ceiling, but every room in every bedroom has a drop ceiling, because it's the entire attic space has been converted into bedrooms. 4 bedrooms up there. Well, one of them is a storage room. We use a storage, but yeah, 4 bedrooms. My one will have a sofa bed in it, which I've got, the sofa that I film on at times. That'll be positioned in such a way that if anyone needs to stay, like my kids come and stay, they can stay in that room. Preferably not, but there we go. You can at some point. Not today. Sorry. Yeah, not today, just a solo. I enjoyed the Polar Express, fantastic family Christmas movie. Me and my daughters loved it. Polar Express I like. That's one that will be there in my top 10 list, inevitably. They said they're going to do Home Alone 2 on 4K, but they have to edit the Donald Trump scene out, and they said it's out. Why edit the Donald Trump scene out? Again, it just winds me up that I wouldn't get it. I wouldn't get 4K of it for that reason alone. Not that I've got any like of Donald Trump or anything like that. I don't really care either way about the guy. I just think that things shouldn't be edited at all. It just winds me up. Oh, Donald Trump's there. Oh, everyone gets upset. Let's cut it out. Sod that. I just get wound up by this constant need to edit stuff because people are offended. Just, what we're going to edit life. We're going to edit, let's forget about history. Let's forget about everything that came before. It just winds me up, something chronic. So that's wound me up. That if they do edit that out, if what you're saying is true, I'm annoyed now. Hear it in my voice. I'm very proud of your son. He's not in the military. He was a Marine cadet. He's now on Civvy Street, as you would say. But no, he was just a Marine cadet. It's like the next step up from Scouts, is what it is. You go Cubs, you go Scouts, you go Army Cadets, Sea Cadets, that sort of thing. Where's your daughter working, AJ? If you don't, my daughter works part-time in Starbucks. Got a little job in Starbucks at the weekends, which was really great because she got you know, they pay really well in a sense for someone who's just turned 17. She was 16 when she got here. They're paying like over £11 an hour to her, which is great. And then she got a £750 bonus as well, just because of profits. They gave everyone who worked there a £750 bonus last month, and she hadn't even been there very long. I'll tell you the most unnecessary 4K release I hope we never get, the 90s film Matilda. Ernest is from Ernest. Oh, okay, I know Ernest. Never seen him, though. Did he pass away, did he? I missed that one. Matilda's film I've never seen. Cordillera. What's that? Is that a film? I don't know. Cordelia. Oh, from Buffy, yes. Cordelia, yes. Yeah, so it's a Playboy issue with her in it. What's not to like? She was, you know, very nice view outside. Yeah, that was the parrots I tried to show again there. Morning, AJ. Morning, Pete. How you doing? No snow here, just very frosty. Yeah, it's stopped me going out today. It's melting though. It's falling from the trees. I can see. I've got water dripping from the ceiling. From the roof. Ceiling, not inside. Yeah, and the roads I think will be, apart from back roads, it'll be gone. Most of it will be gone by the end of the day here in London. That's what generally happens. Michael's out and about. Morning, Pete from AK there. Just saying their hellos. Morning, AJ. Just in town. Cool, Michael. Hope you're well. We still need to sort out a date for our Star Trek. On Friday, I'm watching Avatar 2 and including ads and trailers they put on. I'll be in the screening for 223 minutes. Hope you enjoy it. I don't know what I'm doing with Avatar 2. I've got zero interest in it completely. I know there's been some good reviews. Not that I've read the reviews. I've just seen the headlines for the reviews. So it's feasible that I might go in when I get to see it. I might have very, very low expectation. It might actually be okay. But I'm not a fan of Avatar 1. I've never ever felt the need to rewatch Avatar at all. I mean, Avatar 2 is what, a decade too late now. I appreciate that there will be maybe a step forward in technology behind the film. I appreciate that, but still, you know, it's still got to grip me story-wise. You know, I mean, I can watch a film and I can say that film isn't very good. I don't like that film, but I can't knock the directing. Directing's good. You know, the cinematography is good. The effects look good. But you got to have both. So I'm hoping to get away with not doing a cinema trip of it. My missus would like to do a cinema trip, I think. But I don't think we're going to get time. I don't think we'll have the time to do it. And now, I don't go cinema often now, interestingly, since COVID. Because the time releases between things are so, you know, from physical media to thingies is so quick. And to go and see a film that's 2 hours and 23 minutes long, I've got to then include maybe an hour either side of that for travelling. It just takes up so much of the day. Maybe getting something to eat. So you're looking at 2 hours one side, 1 hour the other. An extra 3 hours of my time taken up to go cinema. Pete and thingy. Yes, AJ. Kate says, you save the world with a bow and string. That kitchen scene when his hearing aid is broken and Kate is having to help him breaks my heart, even for the second year. You feel his pain. Yes, I really like that aspect of the character of Hawkeye in the TV show. I just thought that was... It's, you know, because you don't think really when you're watching the Avengers films, you know, I know they're all heroes and that, and they're most of them empowered, Black Widow not, but you don't really think of the consequence it has going through that stuff to you mentally, to you physically. You know, his family being gone. You know, he had a great arc. I really liked the Hawkeye arc. And he's probably one of the most relatable characters because he's not powered. You know, all right, he's got, you know, he's like a hot shot with the bow and arrow and stuff like that, but he's not powered, so you can relate more to him. And to see the effects of that on a character, I just thought took it to a new level. And I really like Haley Steinfeld as an actress. I think she's really good. You know, ever since I first saw her in True Grit, you know, she had something. There's something about her. She's just very, very good. And as soon as the rumor of her casting as Kate Bishop was announced, I was like, I hope this happens. If they don't cast her, that's a big missed opportunity. So as soon as it was confirmed that she was cast, I was just sold. It's fine. Yeah, we'll sort something out. I'm doing great, Pete. Mate, how are you doing, my friend? The reason I'm saying I don't want to do it now is because I'm actually meant to be working at the same time as doing this. I've stepped away from that, but I'm on annual leave, so they can wait. I'm doing great, Pete. Mate, how are you? Not too bad, thanks, AK. It's silly and ridiculous. It's a scene in the movie. Just leave it. Yes, leave it in the movie. It doesn't matter. You know, people get offended by the slightest little thing now, and everyone jumps to it and delete history, delete. Was up at 4 a.m. this morning filming a video. Couldn't sleep, so thought that's a good idea. That is a good idea. I've done that many a time. I was up at 4 a.m. My wife was getting ready for work. I left with her at 4:30, took the dog out, took her to the bus stop. I would have driven her to work, but I can't. I'm not getting the car out of this road today. It's too. It might be all right now, but earlier, no chance. It's very cold. Great to hear you doing well, Pete, mate. Pete, just have a cheese toasty. Yep, it's a classic funny scene that stays in the movie because it's part of the scene. And you understand it. I think they are doing it because he is no longer US president. It annoys me too. Well, there's a lot of, you know, controversy surrounding the guy, isn't there, and his presidency and all that. I will say one thing for Trump is that he knew how to handle other people. You know, he knew how to, you know, like even when you see his dealings with what's his face, Putin. Trump isn't, you know, I'll say that about the guy. I don't know whether you know, would I have been a Trump supporter? Possibly. There's stuff about him that I did like. You know, he made Putin look small once, didn't he? I think it was the handshake. Did he pull him in or something? Or he done something? And just to exert his dominance over Putin. I thought it was fantastic, that bit. That what he done. Yeah, it's just a you know, a weekend job. I always started my kids off early on working. I started working myself at the age of 12. I worked from the age of 12. I had a part-time job after school, and it was in a pet shop. And I was looking after all the animals and cleaning them out and that. So I'd go down after school every day. I'd be down there on a Saturday. I'd be there on a Sunday. It was 7 days a week. I was there on a Christmas day because obviously the animals still need feeding and things like that. Every day, no matter what day it was, I'd be there, and it instilled a good work ethic in me. And it was great. And I've done that up till I was 16 and could get like a proper job. Starbucks is a great career opportunity. I'm surprised how much they pay. You know, £11 an hour for someone for the age of 16 is great. I agree with you, Monkey Mate. Starbucks is a very nice place to work. Which Doctor do you think will be in the next season of Doctor Who? Tennant. We know that. They say it's better than the first film. We're still talking about Home Alone. I'd say the first film's better. The second one is a sort of rinse and repeat. I like the second one. I get a lot of enjoyment out of it, but it is a very rinse and repeat film. You know, but it's fun. Now, a great question. What Christmas ornament you own has the most meaning to you? That is a very good question. Very, very good. And I haven't got it out of the box this year. I have the bell from, it's not mine. Not mine, actually. But I think it's still here. I need to give it to her. It's my daughter's. When she was very young, I bought her the bell from Polar Express. And it's gold bell. It's about yay big. And it comes in a little red bag. And it's got a note in it from Santa. And I bought it for her. And then it was her first watch of the Polar Express, like a couple of days before Christmas. And when Christmas was all said and done, the presents were all open, I sort of like, what's that on the tree? There's one other present with her name on it. And she went and opened it, and it was the bell from Polar Express. And I'd done the old, you know, she was ringing it, and I was saying, oh, it's broken. There's no noise coming out of it, you know, to portray that part, that side of it. And she was like, no, you can hear it. Look, there's nothing. and I've still got that bell, but it will be handed down to her. But it's still in a box somewhere. I didn't, because I haven't put as much ornaments out as what I'd usually do. Because I don't have, you know, the kids aren't here all the time at Christmas now. But yeah, that's a good question. And yeah, that's the thing, I guess. I'm looking forward to John Wick 4. You know what? I'm getting a bit of a throat. My throat's feeling a bit funny. Hoping I'm not coming down with something. I'm looking forward to John Wick 4 next year. I think it's John Wick's really good. I enjoyed John Wick films. I think they're very well choreographed. Hats off to Keanu Reeves. I think he does magnificently in that role. His commitment to it and what he does it just looks really good. You know, I mean, fight choreography is very, very similar to dance choreography anyway. If you can dance, you can do this. You can pull this fight stuff off as well. There's a beauty to the choreography, you know. John Wick 3, I actually saw on a cruise around the Mediterranean. It only just come out, and it'd been out a couple of weeks, and we was on a cruise around the Mediterranean. It was coming to about midday when the sun's at its hottest, and I don't like the sun. The sun doesn't like me back. So I said to the missus, you stay up here on deck, sunning. I'm going down to the cinema on the ship, and that's where I saw John Wick 3. Film fanatic, Dr. Love, Gene Simmons. Where am I? My favourite Christmas songs on the radio. The Pogues, Fairy Tale New York. What's your favourite Christmas song? Anyone got a favourite Christmas song? I loved the trailer. I'll be getting Avatar 2. I enjoyed Avatar 1. I loved it. I hope it will make good box office numbers. I will get it on physical media. Sorry, let me just answer this call. Yeah, Skip, how you doing? Yeah, you all right?
Yeah, good on. Yeah, thanks. 4 Limpo edges due for collection on Thursday.
Yes, they can be collected.
They've been collected. Okay, mate. No worries.
Yeah, I'm not there myself, but Hector will be.
Yeah, no problem. No problem, mate.
Cool, cool, mate. Take it easy, bye. Sorry about that. Work. Avatar. Yeah, Avatar box office. I'm sure it'll do well. I know they're saying that it needs to make about 2 billion or something silly to make a profit, but that's simply because of the technology that was developed for it. In that it doesn't mean the film's a flop, because that technology will be used within other films and stuff like that. And do you know what I mean? But it's one of those sort of it's just, Avatar 2 is a situation of spend money to make money. In the long term, you got to lose to win. But if you take into account the film itself, I'm sure it will profit. But if you take into account the technology developed for the film, then you're looking at a complete failure. Hold on a minute. Hold on, people. I've got my little mate in the garden. Hold on, just putting you down. Ah, he's gone. Where is he? I'll show you him. There he is. Look. Can you see him? Where are you? I don't know if you can see that because I can't see. Fox. So there's a fox in the garden. Come over. So what I'm going to do is I've actually got in the kitchen, go down there now. Let's get it. I've actually got here a chicken carcass from yesterday that I've kept aside, especially for him. What's this? Whoops. I don't know if you can see him. Can you see him? I don't really want to throw this down there. That's someone else's garden next door. Thrown it over. Oh, there he goes. Can you see the fox all right? Let me know. So he should come over in a minute and get that. Let's see what he does. Yeah, he's going to jump up on the fence. Come on. Come and get it. All right, so you might see the fox in a minute. So anyway, so this fox here, I do feed on a daily basis. I buy food for him. Probably upsets other people, but there we go. See what happens. I don't know where he is. He should be making his way round and up. See what happens. You might not even realise I've thrown something down. I've never been or go to cinema. No time. You've never been to cinema at all? Okay, yes, he's coming round. Let's see if you can see him. I'm hoping you can. It's down there, you silly animal. Yeah, you're going to it. Can you see the fox? Yeah, that's it. That's the chicken carcass right in front of you. Pick it up then. Don't look at me. Stop circling it. You silly animal. Oh. All right, well, he's down there anyway. I think I've got another bit of chicken to throw him. But yeah, so that fox there, he comes to me. It's a bit, well, I would say daily, not so much daily now because it's night time when he usually comes and I don't see him. It's too dark. But I do feed him on a daily basis. Well, we did. Okay, let's have a look. All right, well, anyway, he's getting food. Oh, shut that window. It's bloody freezing. Get down, dog. Move. Move. All right, sorry about that interruption there. Fox feeding. I'm trying to get this opened up. All right, so where was I? AK's never been to the cinema. That's surprising. What films do I want to watch in 2023? 2023 looks quite... there's quite a good lineup, actually. What is there? Transformers, I want to see. Obviously, Indiana Jones, I'm intrigued by. Cautiously optimistic. What was the other trailer that came out around the same time? There were 3 trailers, weren't there? I can't remember. Them 2 I know. What other films are coming out? I feel if they do a Hawkeye backstory, yeah, I wouldn't want to see a backstory of him. I'm quite happy with the story arc he's got. It always annoys me doing a prequel, but it does sort of unnecessary a lot of times. I just had a cheese scone. Oh, interesting. My wife starts work at 10 p.m. till 6 a.m. in the morning. Lovely. Lovely. Not having her there, having the wife there at night time. Superb. That's probably why the relationship works. Pete, just Luna, stop mincing around. So I'm just brushing my beard. A cheese scone is good winter choice, but I'd go with a cheese crumpet. Nice. Yeah, you're making me hungry as well. I've got some chicken, not that chicken, in the fridge waiting to be heated up. Avatar. Cool. Pete, I'm sure you'll find your father in there. That's lost me. Sorry. First one, I love Home Alone. It's fun. It's my favourite Christmas films. I love to watch it every Christmas. Blue Harvest. Am I getting any other Playmobil? Let's see what Christmas brings, shall we? I want the Ecto one. One of them, anyway. Not the girl one. I want one of the Ecto ones. And yes, that damn the Bird of Prey. See the price of it now. Jesus Christ, I'm not paying that much for a Bird of Prey Playmobil. It looked nice hanging from the ceiling, though. But it's got to be just like 300 quid on Amazon. Sod that. I unboxed that Before trilogy on Criterion yesterday. At my word, very cheap packaging, flimsy cardboard case, and the media books. Whilst nice, don't justify the £60 price tag. Thankfully, didn't pay that. Yeah, there's some of them you do open them up and you're thinking, you know, these new Film Vault releases that have hit today. The four of them, Goodfellas, Scarface, Blade Runner, and 1917. So I have got Blade Runner coming. I'm not getting all four of them. No way. I was only getting one of them, which is Blade Runner. But then I have opted for 1917 as well. But that's only because I'd done a thing on TikTok where, see, I'm not on TikTok, but if you joined TikTok, you got £17 vouchers if you logged in for 7 days. And if you got someone else to log in for you, to create an account for you, which I got my wife to do, I then got £17 as well on top of that other £17, and she got £17. Matt pointed me towards this, and so I ended up with £36 of Amazon voucher in the end, because I got another, I don't know, gave me something else for some reason, I don't know what it's for, but I ended up with £36 of Amazon voucher, and I thought, okay, I'm going to use that on the 1917 thingy. But again, interestingly, with this Film Vault range, that they've they've chosen Blade Runner as the very first one, and with Titans of Cult, they chose Blade Runner as the very first one. It's just this repetitive nature of releases that is winding me up. And looking ahead into next year, the early part of next year, there's nothing coming out. There's very little coming out for me to pick up beyond a couple of things. It's like, and I found myself recently, I'm not watching any new films. There's no new films coming out that's interesting me. So pickups, it just seems to be dying off. I mean, it will be now. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. So the new year just looks quite devoid of releases for me. I have to hide my cheese scones up, monkey. So my dad. Oh, okay, I get what you're saying now. Still got to put the Christmas tree up. Honestly, just don't feel like in the mood this year. Actually, been like it for years now. I'm always. We put the tree up at the end of November, literally last day of November, which I don't usually do. It's a tad early, but it was a brand new tree that I got that I wanted from last year. And yeah, we just put it up. We put it up early. I'm always in the mood for Christmas. I like Christmas, favourite time of year. I don't have to work Christmas. That's a good thing. Years ago, I'm going back. The current job I'm in, I've done for 17 years now. The work that I'd done before that, I had to work Christmas, pretty much. Not Christmas Day, but there were Boxing Days worked and things like that. But now, I mean, I've been off from the 3rd of... I'm doing some work today because they phoned me up because there's no one else to do it. And my phone's always on ring for them. Interestingly, I'm sat in front of me is a computer, a tablet, and my mobile phone, and they're all work devices. But yeah, so work, I'm always on call for them if they need something. I've got no problem doing it from home while I'm off. But generally, I'm off for 3-4 weeks over Christmas, which is really nice every year. It's just a struggle going back. Yep, that's a little back and forth. I love John Wick fight stunts and fantastic. Keanu Reeves is a fantastic character to play. Keanu Reeves is good. He's really good. He's a nice guy as well, and he's very humble. I love to follow box office collections. Pete, watch TV commercials, and it will be back in no time. I watched Channel 5's Top 25 Christmas films. So odd entries like Narnia, Shrek the Halls. The number one pick was A Wonderful Life. Do you know what? I watched A Wonderful Life last year for the first time. Never seen it. It was good. Not my favourite Christmas film. I wouldn't say it's the best Christmas film. In fact, it's only bookended by Christmas, isn't it? The film itself, and the end is great. I'll give it that. But I was very much like, what's all the fuss about? Yeah, I was very much like that. Didn't get the fuss. That's cool seeing a fox. Yeah, he comes. The chicken's gone. The chicken carcass has made a vanishing act, so he has got it. I can see the fox, AJ, mate. Is that a trampoline you got? It was the kids. Yeah. Yeah. What? I'm actually I'm not in a house in a sense. This is a big house split into 4 flats. And I've got the largest of the flats within. And the garden is actually divided into 4. The back bit of the garden is mine, where you've got all the bird feeders, you've got the shed down the end, you've got a proper Christmas tree growing. I've got a palm tree out there growing. Yeah, and basically that's my area of the garden. The trampoline was mine. It was the kids when they were younger, but I gave it to the neighbour because his brother and young daughter was staying at the time, so it's now ended up in his garden. I wouldn't jump on it though; it's probably a death trap now. But yeah, so yeah, and that's the way the garden's laid out. My Christmas tree. What happened was about 2-3 years ago, I was in Tesco's and I bought one of their small Christmas trees. Probably about yay sort of big. And I said to Sue, I'm going to buy one of them. That's my missus. And I've planted it. So I'm going to plant it in the garden, let it grow. And yeah, so it's still out there growing away, covered in snow at the moment, looking nice. I did top 24 movies a couple of years ago, TV specials this year. Nice, I'll look forward to that. I have delved into a TV special in my 12 Days of Christmas. I'll say that. Nothing more. Very cool. Pete, if you buy Pulp Fiction, you'll see the leader of the Foxy Five. Yes. What's her name? Uma Thurman. I can see it. Surprised to see on the Christmas TV schedule, No Time to Die will be on ITV on New Year's Day. Normally it takes a good 3 to 4 years for those films to premiere on TV. It does. Things are changing. Changes are afoot. A fox that freaked me out was in the new Pinocchio on Disney Plus. Oh, yeah. I remember now. Have you seen the thingy one yet? The Guillermo del Toro version. I ain't even been bothered to watch that. I haven't played Tendo, still haven't seen. Pulp Fiction's a great film. It's good to feed the animals, AJ, mate. The neighbours would disagree. The new Disney Pinocchio freaked me out as a whole monkey. Awful film. Just not needed. Oh, yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy 3, of course. Trailer. That's the other trailer I was going to say. Yes. Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I'm sure that will be good. Oh, and Shazam. I'm looking forward to the Shazam sequel. I like Shazam, like the first one. Super Mario. Very funny, AJ, mate. Keep it up. What did I say? I can't remember what I said. Pete, that kid turning into a donkey, horrifying, staring at his hands, still haunts me to this day. And a grown man taking a huge bunch of children to Pleasure Island hasn't aged well. Yeah, not when you call it Pleasure Island as well. It's it's a bit questionable. Films I want to watch. Wonka. Okay, is that a prequel film? If so, not needed. Guardians 3, yeah, I'll watch that. Into the Spider-Verse 2, yeah, I'll watch that. Oppenheimer might be good. Indiana Jones 5, cautiously optimistic. The Hunger Games 5, no interest. I do have the other one, so I probably will end up seeing it. Ant-Man, yes, interested. Mario, I don't know. The Marvels, yeah. Well, that's probably lesser of the Marvel films I want to see. Transformers, yeah, I'm interested in that. Dune, yes, first one was good. Creed 3, yeah. Shazam, yeah, decent list there. But I hope for some smaller stuff that's, you know, the sort of stuff that goes by unnoticed. Pinocchio is quite a dark kids film. Looking back at it, it is indeed. I love to play my Bill sets. My favourite is Knight Rider set. Fantastic. My childhood favourite TV series of all time. The Knight Rider build was very disappointing. There's nothing to it. There's nothing to it, unfortunately. My favourite builds have been the Back to the Future DeLorean and the Enterprise. I like that. Dungeons and Dragons, not interested. Little Mermaid, not interested. Elemental, don't know what that is. Renfield, don't know. Flash, yeah. Blue Beetle, we'll see about that. Operation Fortune, Peter Pan and Wendy live action remake Disney film. My favourite Peter Pan film is Hook. Again, will Disney do that any justice, or will it just feel like you know, I don't know. We'll see. Last cinema trip was last year with all my family in August. AJ, okay. An Odeon Cinema in Leicester. Okay, I'm also looking forward to The Flash. DC are making a lot of changes at the moment, aren't they? Again, with James Gunn coming on board, he wants to do things his way, obviously. The Flash movie in 2023. Not cool, man. Horrible. Is that to do with Pinocchio? I don't know. It's my favourite Christmas because my daughter's birthday. It's very special for me and the wife. Yeah, but that's unfortunate for your daughter. Having her birthday on the same day as Christmas Day is unfortunate, isn't it? Because she's got to wait a whole year before anything else again. Work is very important for everyone. It is. Oh, hold on a minute. We have an updated delivery estimate for my Amazon thing. Let's see what it is. Let's see if they're saying they ain't delivering today because of snow. Oh, no. Oh, that's a spawn figure that I've got on order. That's fine. 19th. AK, especially plumbers. AK, most important job. Yeah, my son's very hands-on with stuff. Michael's walking around to his grands, and I slipped and he slipped and fell on his knee. Yeah, his eyes, yeah, there. Be very careful. We've all slipped over. You got to laugh at it, unless you've hurt yourself. I've slipped over a few times. Christ, it happens. Plumbing jobs are also very important. Greetings, Michael. AJ, you did great sending him more for his missing. Yeah, what did I send Michael? Oh, wait, what are we talking about? Has Michael got the other thing? I sent him something else for his recently to help his collection. Something that I had double. I don't know if he's got it yet. Hopefully he gets it. I knew it would be this year because every year on New Year's they normally show the next James Bond film. It's a trilogy, so next few years they won't be because not new. Yeah, I've not finished No Time to Die. I switched it off. I think they were running through a forest or something, and I was like, this film is boring me, and I turned it off. And I always said I'd go back and revisit it. I attempted, well, I didn't attempt to. I started watching the others. So I watched the others before going, but I never got through them, and yeah, not finished it. Not finished it. Yes, I enjoyed Shazam. Looking forward to Shazam 2. About the wife, mate. Yeah. I thought we'd know the next Bond by now. Feels like the team has been sitting on their hands. I don't know. I wouldn't have expected to have known yet. They'll keep it hush-hush for quite some time. It'll be interesting to see what they do. It'll be interesting to see what they do. You know, what do you think? What would you like to see them do? Because I know some people are saying, should we go back to the 60s, set it in the 60s, which is a good idea. It's a cool idea, but it's not going to work because of the era, because of that sort of, you know, the sort of social differences back then. It won't be portrayed in a genuine manner. So I think that's a bit, you know, a bit questionable whether they'll do that. Casting, they're obviously not going to cast someone massive. And I've said this before, and you've probably heard, like all the talk about Henry Cavill, that's wishful thinking, because never have they cast a James Bond as someone you recognise as another headlining character of a franchise, i.e. Superman. They don't want you watching a James Bond film thinking you're watching Superman playing James Bond. They want you to buy into the person playing James Bond. So I can see them doing Aaron Taylor-Johnson, because I know he done Kick-Ass and Kick-Ass 2, but they weren't particularly large films. Yeah. Hold on a minute. I'm just looking at something. Sorry, I'll be back with you in 1 minute. I'm just answering a message. Sorry. Yeah. So yeah, but I don't know. Who would you like to see as Bond? Who's your money on? Yes, Naman 3 as well. I love the trailer for that film. Monkey. Okay, what are your favourite Christmas film? You hope we will get RK soon. 4K. Sorry, I'm just I see that on Amazon Germany. They're doing a new. Yeah, I've seen that. Looks quite nice. But I've got the 4K, not 4K. I've got the Blu-ray set. I won't be getting another Blu-ray set of it, but it does look quite nice. Okay, I've not seen them. They're not visible to me. Sorry, I've got they're not visible to me. I'm talking to someone else. Yes, yeah, do that. But I can't see that. Can't see that. I see that. Yeah, Pete. I thought the woman they showed at the bar who took classes was supposed to be the next Bond. What? Anna de Armas. Is that who we're talking about? The girl came in. Oh, you're talking about the black girl. I don't know. I'm lost. My favourite was Back to the Future, Knight Rider, the A-Team. I enjoyed mine, the TV shows back in the day. My dad's favourite TV show back in the day. Yeah, they're all good. All those are good. AJ, my comment about Sabato got hidden. Please unhide it. I can't. I've. Why did it get hidden? I didn't hide anything. Monkey, I've not hidden anything, I'm afraid. And I can't even see hidden comments. I know that there's someone sort of commenting on the stream. Richard Willoughby commenting stuff like gay, vaginal fluid, anal sex, poo. I'm not sure if you've accidentally got caught up in the hiding of that. But I'd put it again if you want. But I can't see. For some reason, I'm not seeing any hidden messages. I'm not even seeing them messages. Anna de Armas was probably the best thing about No Time to Die, so I'd welcome a spin-off with her. Yeah, and what a waste. What a waste of an actress. She was in it and then gone. Yeah, that's true, AJ, mate. She has to wait till December. I agree with you on that. Yeah, it's a bit of a wait. AJ, we all would want a spin with her. Yeah. It's my lesson now, so I've got to go. See you later. All right, see you later, mate. We want to spin with her. She's nice. I haven't got it yet, no. Okay, well, hopefully it comes. There's been a lot of postal strikes. Hopefully I ain't been lost in the post. I slipped last year on black ice. It was my fault because I didn't notice it. That's kind of the nature of black ice. You don't see it. So it's not your fault. Yeah, sorry. I noticed the HMV pre-order page is pretty thin on the ground. Hopefully New will bring out some new announcements. Yes, it is. Yeah, I'm at a point where I've got hardly any pre-orders for next year in place through Amazon. Okay, I've got the Mondo Steelbooks from Marvel because I get them, but there's very little. Pete, HMV could release Mr. Bean seasons as standalone films in 4K and specials for years. I'm not. I don't rewatch Mr. Bean. Aaron Taylor Johnson was the best thing about Bullet Train, but honestly, wasn't a big fan of the film in general. He was good in Bullet Train, but I didn't like the. Oh, okay, now I'm seeing it. I've got this idiot commenting stuff. I've got no idea who he is, but yeah, I see it now, Matt. Sorry about that, people. Someone coming in and some silly comments. At Richard Silly Albert. Yeah, I didn't like Bullet Train. It felt too fake. But Aaron Taylor Johnson was good in it. Richard Silly Albert. My favourite Christmas movies are The Polar Express, Home Alone, Jingle All the Way, Elf, the Santa Claus, Dudley Moore version. I'm not a fan of Jingle All the Way. Who is this Richard fella? I have no idea. Plus The Grinch, Jim Carrey and Benedict Cumberbatch version, The Grinch. Grinch is something else I'm not a big fan of. I don't really like Dr. Seuss stuff. It just doesn't work for me. Andrew Berry. I missed buying the TV Times and circling what you wanted to watch and record. With the on-demand thing and instant availability, this is lost. Very much missed. Yes, it's... yeah. I remember them days. You always look forward to the Christmas TV Times, Radio Times. Yeah. My comment was the new Santa series, shirting on the lore of Santa Claus 2 and 3. I stomached till they messed with the lore of the first Santa Claus film lore. Okay, all right. Yeah. I don't know why that was hidden. I only watched the first episode of the Santa Clauses. Yeah, I only watched the first. I didn't get past the first episode. Is it worth going back to? I guess not. The legendary retro 80s critic. Hello, how are you doing? My sandwich eating was just a one-off. And yeah, no, I didn't show the young ones because my video wasn't an opening of the young ones set. It was a talk about whether it had been edited or not. A day off today. It was snow. I'm working from Wednesday or Thursday or Friday, but I'm still angry about England lost the match on Saturday. Oh yeah, of course they did. Yes, I'm not a big football fan. Don't really follow football, so it had no. I see Jennifer Lawrence is the first and only female action star. Guess she's forgot Ripley. Yes, she's forgotten Ripley. She's forgotten Sarah Connor. She's forgotten the Charlie's Angels. She's forgotten the Tomb Raider films. There's a lot that she's forgotten about. What a thing to go and say. Not a, yeah. This is the thing. It's that revisionist history that people would have you believe that women were, were never utilised in roles like this. Okay, to a lesser degree, yes, they were, but you've always had action heroines. TV, Xena, Buffy, Charlie's Angels, Bionic Woman. You've always had them there. Admittedly, it has been more of a man's world, but don't deny it's never been there. I will say that female-led action movies did die off for a considerable amount of time because films like Elektra, Catwoman were complete flops. Tomb Raiders didn't set the box office alight. Aeon Flux didn't do very well. And obviously when the superhero films came about, there was a reluctance to do a female-led superhero film. Marvel are the primary people there that didn't do it for a long time, and it did notice, and that was because of the fear of how females were. You had to get beyond this fear of failure because of how females failed. It's like females done better on TV in action than what they did in film. Barbed Wire was another one that flopped. There just wasn't big business for it. No one went to see them. It hid my comment because it had an angry emoji. Oh, okay, yeah. That could explain that. I don't know why that happens. But there we go. Wasn't me. Don't just love these new woke warriors who like to make up their own history. Yeah, the revisionist history of people. It winds me up. They made Santa Claus on Disney, plus Tim Allen is in it. Yeah, I know, but I couldn't get past episode 1. Have you seen the new Christmas Cove? AJ is a bit upset, I assume. No, I'm not upset, but if you've got something to say it to me. I don't do food tasting on my channel. So was it a bit odd? Not in context, no, because it was done as a thing for another channel after a chat that we'd had live. But yeah, if you want something to say it to me. Don't be afraid. I watch UFO TV series in HD on BritBox. Have you seen the new Christmas Carol on Netflix, AJ, mate? No, I haven't. No, I haven't. Not interested. Love Actually is now offensive, and the director apologises. Yeah, I do agree that. It's the same as they apologised for Friends, didn't they? It's a product of its time. Don't apologise for, if you want to change something, change with whatever you do new, what new projects you do. We've all got tick boxes. I'm at 10% charge. Yeah. I show kids Jingle All the Way, the movie, and Thunderbirds. Give a Tate a million Christmas special. Give a. What did they think of Jingle All the Way? Was that live action Thunderbirds? Spirited was my favourite Christmas film of the year. Favourite musical Christmas movie. Brilliant film. I loved and enjoyed. AK, they made Tim an idiot who gets belittled by everyone and makes the worst mistakes. Disney gives the villain every magic of Christmas simply to destroy Christmas. I like the first film a lot. I think it had a very mature story to it in its theme. Thematically, it was very mature. Are you doing Blu-ray hunt Wednesday or Thursday? No, I won't be, unfortunately. I've got to get on with the room move. That's going to be my week this week. I was going to do one today, but snow has stopped playing. Don't like how movies make out men are idiots. Now, why not just have better writing? It's like you said, it's about appeasing, tick boxing, and apologising for everything that's come before. Okay, monkey mate. Thanks for letting me know. Hi AJ and everyone. RH Media. I've just designed new custom covers for the Paranormal Activity films. Do you like them? I haven't seen them. I should check out your stuff. Why don't you get into making steelbooks, custom steelbooks? I like a lot of custom steelbooks that you can get. I wouldn't know how to even start to do that sort of thing. I really wouldn't. I'll put it this way, AK. Everyone bought a rare single copy of the original film in 100 miles after the last episode was released. Okay, yeah. Avatar is out this week, 3 hours long. Who's going to see it? Okay, the monkey mate, thanks. Oh yeah. Do you know, I've never watched the Paranormal Activity films. Lad Baby doing Christmas song this week. Who? New National Treasure TV series looks like another woke ruined franchise. Yeah, shame they didn't do yeah. Sorry. New National Treasure TV series. Yeah, shame Nick Cage didn't come back to a third. Just tuned in to see if you're going to get your large Woody out again. That was a bullseye. Yeah, I knew I'd made a mistake calling him Woody. But there's a double entendre there. Ray, why don't you go and play with yours to calm yourself down? I will do a hunting video this Saturday, going to work. I might go out Saturday myself. I've got to go to my comic shop. I haven't been to for about 3-4 weeks now. But yeah, no, that's a sort of, I don't know how to take that message. But yesterday when I've done my room clear out, I got a big bullseye, the horse from Toy Story. I did call it Woody. I don't know, my mind just went to Woody. But there we go. 80s Critic did that earlier. The monkey. Ray, why don't you go? Yeah. Oh, that's the end of the messages for the moment. So, I should have some stuff coming from Amazon today. Let me have a look if snow has stopped it. Let's see where its location is. Arriving today, on the way. All right, so yeah, I've got some deliveries coming, but it's at Dartford. It's 12:39 now. No, it's 12:08. Sorry, it hasn't left Dartford, so I don't think I'm getting anything today from Amazon because of the weather. It's cold. It's pretty cold now in here. I'll be working on 17th, 24th, and at the football on Boxing Day. Busy for me this Christmas. Who's playing on Boxing Day? Do we know? Would you know? I don't know. I don't know why I'm asking. I don't follow football. I don't care for it. But there we go. So yeah, hour and 25 minutes. I got through all the comments. That's fantastic at the moment. I do have to get on with some work and have some lunch. Work will be wondering why I ain't done the work I needed to do. Leicester City versus P. What's that mean? Leicester City versus Newcastle United. Okay, on Boxing Day. Yeah, I know my son's going to see Palace play on Boxing Day. I'm wondering if I'm coming down with cold. I've got a little tickle at the back of my throat. I hope not. What's my login for this? I've forgotten my login for my computer. It's just left my mind. Sod it. Sod. Can't remember my computer password. How's that? AJ, how do you make your favourite hot chocolate? Mine is not too hot, extra chocolate, and shaken, not stirred. I don't often drink hot chocolate. I'll be honest. I used to make it for the kids, but me, I don't really drink it. Just tea drinker. A recipe that took an elf 12,000 years to get right. Is that another dig at the Santa Clauses or something? I'm assuming so. AK follows the English Premier League. I don't. Oh, wait a minute. It's just come to me. My login just came to me. Fantastic. So I've got to get on with this work in a minute. I make hot chocolate for my daughters. Yeah, I used to make it for the kids with marshmallows on top. I'm not a great hot chocolate lover. I did have one. Did I have one the other day? Yeah, it Costa. I had the. Sorry, I'm yawning. I had one in Costa. What was it? The Black Forest Gatto one. It's very rich. When I get to the bottom, I really feel kind of sick with it. Yeah. Yes, the elf named Judy from the Santa Claus. Okay, yeah, I watched it at the beginning of the year. I watched it first time I watched with Santa Claus, actually. It was after Christmas last year. But I said very thematically, very mature storytelling within, I found. One of my parrots is back there. I used to love hot chocolate. Not now. I have to see my health. That's fair enough, okay. That's fair enough. So what people got planned for Christmas? Anyone? Sorry, I'm looking at my other computer screen here now because I am doing something. Heavy. Where's my heavy materials folder gone? For Christ's sake. There we go. I should be doing some work. Well, like I said, I'm on annual leave, so when I do it is up to me. Track. Login. Sorry, I'm looking at the other screen. I know that. So, yeah. All right. Well, if that's it for messages, everyone, I'm going to shoot off. Thank you for joining me. I thought I'd do this because I was going to be, like I said, I was going to be Blu-ray hunting, but the weather has knocked that one out of the plan. So I thought I'd come on live. What's your plans for Christmas, AJ, mate? Okay, Christmas Eve. Seeing my kids Christmas Eve this year. Maybe not my daughter. It's very hard getting everyone together this year, but my two sons are coming over Christmas Eve with their partners, fingers crossed. And we're going to be going, my daughter might be coming, might not, depends. We'll be going to Knoll Park, which is in Sevenoaks, and going and feeding the deer that are there, the wild deer. I like to do. Then Christmas Day, I'm at my wife's daughter's for the day. Boxing Day itself is when I'll be seeing my daughter. But I think I've got a table booked to go out for something to eat with her. She doesn't know that yet. The day after that, I'm at my wife's sister's place. Everyone's getting together there. So it's like a 4-day Christmas thing. I won't be doing no videos over those 4 days. Most definitely, there will be a lull for 4 days on the channel. I'll be too busy. Wait, maybe too busy. Unless anything's already been pre-filmed. Wonderful live stream. Take care. Thanks, AK. AJ, who'll be cooking the Christmas feast? There isn't one. On Christmas Eve when the kids come, I'll just be getting pizza. I'll get pizza in, and then there'll be Christmas dinner on Christmas Day, obviously, but that's cooked by another, which is fantastic. The same as on the 27th, and on Boxing Day we'll be going out for something to eat. So this year we're not actually cooking anything. Spend time with family and Christmas celebration, my daughter's birthday. Yeah, I hope they have a good one. AK. All right, everyone. Thank you very much. I am getting going now because I need something to eat. I've got a headache. AJ, to tell you the lowest of lows on the Santa Clauses was they brought on Krampus. Yes, no joke. Yeah, you're not you're not inspiring me to go and finish it off. Do your kids live local to you, AJ, mate? They're about 15 miles away, so not too bad. But the two of them, the two boys drive. They have their own cars. My daughter's just started driving lessons at 7. You know, she's just turned 17. So I'm paying for her to have lessons, like I did with the boys. But there we go. Okay, I am going now, so no more messages. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all later. Take care. Have a wonderful day. Whatever you're doing, just keep safe out there in the fog, in the snow, in the ice. And see you soon. Take care. Goodbye.